What's going on, everybody? I know, different kind of video, right? Me and Yanko wanted to ask y'all a question, and we wanted to give y'all our answer separately so y'all can get both of our point of views. So, what anime got y'all invested and started forging that love for these different series? For me, it was just another escape, man. It was like the same type of love I have for video games. It was something that I enjoyed passionately. I could just go be in my own world and just have fun and just, be carefree. With the anime, you had a bunch of different stories, characters, the character development, man. You had all of these different factors that just made it that much more enjoyable. And it wasn't the same thing every time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you sitting there playing the same kind of video game. You got to kind of deal with the ups and downs of that depending upon what you're playing. But with anime, y'all in the anime, y'all know you got to deal with certain characters maybe not getting a shine, and y'all already know the kind of different things that we deal with. But anime, I just loved it. And one of the animes that did it for me, that pulled me in, was Dragon Ball Z, of course, one of the classics, right? Back when I first discovered anime, I probably was staying up past my bedtime a little bit later than I should have, and then watching Family Guy on Adult Swim most likely, and then eventually some anime would come on late night Adult Swim. Then you got Jetix back in the day, so I would stay up and watch the animes on there, but I wasn't fully reeled in yet when I started watching those animes late at night. Eventually one of the homies had put me on Dragon Ball Z. I just seen that he was kind of drawing some characters from the show, and he was collecting some of the manga, and this was probably like third grade maybe, or kindergarten, one of those. But actually, scratch that. Third grade is when I got more into collecting manga. Kindergarten is probably when I first got into it. But yeah, I kind of stumbled upon Dragon Ball Z, and then I was hooked from there. Started watching Dragon Ball Z. Think at the time, I don't remember when Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, but I know I was watching Dragon Ball Z. I didn't start off watching Dragon Ball. Okay, so that's what did it. Then I kind of started getting into Naruto, and then it just kind of went from there. And then eventually I started collecting the mangas. I collected Dragon Ball Z heavy. I started getting into some Naruto, collecting some Naruto, but it was kind of the regular animes that people tend to start off with. And like, now that I'm so deep into anime as an adult, I would tell anybody who's looking to get into anime to not start off with those animes, because you got so many different great animes. Like, if you somebody that really wants to start, there's some dope animes out there that would definitely get you hooked. Like, I wouldn't say like Dragon Ball, don't get me wrong, now Dragon Ball Z is a great anime, but I wouldn't recommend that for somebody to be their first watch. I'd probably recommend something like with a lot of action. It's just super good. The story is just super great. Like, y'all know how Dragon Ball Z can kind of drag itself out a little bit, but like, I would probably recommend something like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. I really like Seven Deadly Sins, but I don't know if I'll recommend it for somebody as they first watch. Like, it's one of my favorite animes, but I probably would recommend that a little bit down the line after they've watched some different things. Demon Slayer's got a lot of action, is great. The animation is great. Attack on Titan, fantastic. Rising of the Shield Hero is really good also. I think it has a very dope story, but it's crazy because I'm watching anime more as an adult than I was as a kid. And it's just like, anime will change your life, man. It's, to some people, it just seems like a cartoon, but it's really so much bigger than that. The community is huge, man. It's full of so many anime lovers, and it's like, this shit gets deep. And these stories, man, they have so many different messages, and they paint the picture perfectly. They teach you so many life lessons, and that's why anime is such a big part of my life. And that's why we decided to make this podcast, because we just really love talking about anime. Like, it teaches you a lot of things. Attack on Titan does a fantastic job of doing that. Like, it really shows you that the world could be really, really messed up, and you see that when you watch Attack on Titan and you learn about the things that are going on in that anime, and you're like, we got some shady shit going on like that in real life. So it does have its moments where you can see it foreshadowing things from real life. So that's why I really love anime. And I got a bunch of stuff on my list, man. There's still tons of anime that I have not watched, but some few things that's in the rotation now. I'll let y'all know. Jujutsu Kaisen's in the rotation. That's another anime I'd recommend somebody to start off with. The last season of Demon Slayer ended a while ago. Waiting on the next part of Attack on Titan, whenever that is going to be. Rising of the Shield Hero, that just came out. So if you're looking to start something new, the new season is currently out on Crunchyroll. The first episode is out, so you can go back and catch up on all the previous stuff that you missed. But it's a lot of stuff, man. You got My Hero Academia. I tried to get into My Hero Academia, but I don't know. It didn't reel me all the way in. But some animes you gotta kind of sit through some tough spots. And I cannot believe I forgot my favorite anime. I completely forgot my most favorite anime, like top 2, but it ain't 2. Black Clover. Black Clover is that shit. I'm telling you. If y'all watch anime right now and you think Attack on Titan is great, watch Black Clover. If you think Full Metal Alchemist, if you think that's a good anime, Black Clover, in my opinion, because my cousin will argue with me otherwise, that isn't not touching Full Metal, but Black Clover is dope. It's a great anime. It's one of those animes that kind of like have a slow start, but as you keep watching, oh yeah, shit gets serious. But yeah, Black Clover is definitely one of them animes. And now, like, from where they are, I think the studio that makes Black Clover, like, if you pay attention to the anime from the beginning, when you first watching the first season compared to where it's at now, the animation has gotten great. So it's got some great fight scenes in there, man. The overall storyline is just fantastic, bro. If y'all want to know what Black Clover is about, me and Yako actually talk about it, and we go through arc by arc and we discuss it, and we got that dialogue. If y'all want to go chime in, if you already watching it, but if you want to see what it's about, go check it out on our channel. We got the playlist. You can just go to our podcast section and the Black Clover will be there. But it's a whole bunch of different things that you can get into with anime. Like, you can talk about the stories in general, the storylines. You can talk about characters, character development. You can talk about powers, abilities. You can really get nerdy with it and start power scaling, talking about like characters from different universes, who would be who and who's the strongest and this, that, and the third. Like, it's a lot of stuff, man. That's why anime is so fun. Like, back when I was little, I used to draw. Like, when I got into anime, of course I started drawing the characters. I think a lot of anime lovers like to do that, try to draw the characters, make their own characters. I started to draw, and I could draw pretty good, so I started drawing Dragon Ball Z characters and everything, and just like I had a bunch of drawings. So you just got that aspect. I want to go to a anime event. I think, what is it called, Anime Con or something like that? But I want to go to one. I haven't went to anything like that, like, actually do the whole 9 and get dressed up and come in like as a character, whatever character I decide to pick. But I like to do that. Me and Yako was talking about doing the trip to Tokyo, getting some nice content for y'all. I think that would be pretty dope. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much what started everything off for me. Dragon Ball Z, some Naruto. And of course, as you start your anime journey, it's some stuff that you'll want to go back and rewatch. Like, maybe you didn't pay that much attention to it when you first started watching it, or it's just that good and you just want to rewatch it just for fun. You might catch little things that you didn't before. Like, I'm currently rewatching Demon Slayer, so I might catch some little things that I didn't really pay attention to before. But yeah, so after that, forget what did I get into after I started watching Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. I don't know. I feel like I want to rewatch Naruto from beginning to end. Like, it's a lot of episodes. Like, Dragon Ball Z and Naruto are some long animes. One Piece is super long. I have not watched One Piece yet. Bleach, that's a good anime. I need to kind of rewatch all of that stuff, but those are some of the ones that I kind of grew up on. But I feel like I watched damn near all of Naruto, but like, it's kind of hard to remember because it was so long ago when I was watching all of the episodes. Like, I watched all of Naruto, I know. I feel like I watched all of Shippuden. Haven't really watched Boruto like that. I want to, but I want it all to make sense. So of course that means I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch everything. And actually, there's websites online where they have like the episodes that you need to watch. Like, with anime, they have filler episodes, and those are episodes that you don't necessarily need to watch. Like, it's just, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just episodes that you don't necessarily need to watch. Is kind of like, it's got a lot of fluff in it. Like, it might be some small little Easter eggs in there, but for the most part, you don't really need to watch them, and you won't be missing out on anything from the main story for the most part. But there are websites that have all the episodes that you need to watch, so you can know all the good main stuff that's going on, so you don't miss out on that. So you can do that, and then it will make things a little bit shorter for you, because some of these animes can be really long and some of them are shorter, but there's a lot of good ones. Another one that's in my rotation right now, Ranking the Kings. That's a nice little more friendlier anime for kids. I like that anime. It's really good. What's another one that I've been watching? What is it? Bastard. That's another anime. It's on Netflix. You could check that out. It's got like magic and wizards and stuff. You could check it out. It's pretty good. But after that, I don't know, I feel like I kind of put a pause on anime for a little bit and just started not watching it as much. But of course, like, you know, I did have like, you know, my collection, my manga, and like, you know, actually now as an adult, like I said, I'm starting to like, I've regained that love for anime that I've had, and it's stronger than what it was when I was a kid. So I want to get back into collecting manga, reading manga, you know. And for y'all who do watch anime, let us know down in the comments, do you prefer to watch subbed or dubbed? For anybody that doesn't know anything about anime, it comes out first in the Japanese version, and then they come out with the later versions in different languages, but comes out in Japanese, so that's subbed. Dubbed is the English version. I prefer to watch in dubbed only because I don't like paying attention to the subtitles when I'm watching. I'm trying to watch all the action. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be distracted because I'm looking at the bottom of the screen at the subtitles, and like, you know, that's where my focus is. So I'm not really paying that much attention to the fight scenes, and it just kind of like in the background. So I prefer dubbed, but I will say I am starting to grow more love for subbed anime because I'm rewatching Demon Slayer, like I said, and the first time I watched it in dubbed. But the latest season that came out, of course, the first thing that dropped is the sub Japanese version, and that's all I had to watch. I couldn't watch the dubbed yet, so I watched the whole season subbed, and I ain't gonna lie, all of the voice actors for the subbed version of any anime always sound good. And it's like the dubbed is kind of hit and miss sometimes. Like, for whatever reason, like Demon Slayer, I loved it when I first started watching it, and I watched it in dubbed because it was already out for a while and it was on Netflix, so I could watch everything dubbed. But now that I'm rewatching it, for whatever reason, Tanjiro's voice just sounds weird after watching it in sub. So I don't know. It's the same exact voice actor, I'm pretty sure, but for whatever reason, it just sounds different. So I don't know. I may start to like different animes and subbed over the dubbed, but I'd prefer to watch dubbed just because I can pay attention to everything. I don't have to read subtitles. But yeah, man, that's kind of my point of view. We'll wait and see what Yanko says about his and what started things off for him. But let us know what anime started off for you. If you're looking to get into anime, what are some that people have recommended to you, or what you think your first anime will be that you'll start off with? Let us know down in the comment section. You can tell us anything that you want. Let us know what got you started into anime if you're currently watching. And if you are, what are some different ones in your rotation? But we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know some different suggestions of some things you want to see on the channel, and we will catch you guys in the next one.